So actually we're going to continue with writing some code in this lecture. As you may remember, we didn't write any code in the previous one, but we have just created some design. But we have some labels and some images in here, and we have a coding section called viewcontroller.swift in here, but actually they don't seem to be connected. Like, how can I access my image or my label from coding section, right? So there should be a way. So what we do is to click on this dual screen section in here, and it will open the related view controller file for us, .swift file for us. So this is a view controller, okay, and this is the .swift file of this view controller. So we have to define these objects into this coding section. So what we do is to click on related item in here, and let's have some spaces in here, hit enter, and you can just hold on Control button in your keyboard and take this image in here, and actually not above the class but below the class line in here, go to the class and drop. So click on Control, drag and drop below the class. Okay, so we have just connected this image with this coding section, and we have just to name it. So I will call it image. So let's have a space in here, not in here, sorry. And we will do this as well. Just drag and drop, and I will name it label Walter. And this is the syntax, guys. If you will use more than one word, you have to begin the second word with a capital letter, okay? So in programming language there are two styles. You either do it like this, label Walter, or you do it like this. So Swift developers prefer it this way. If we were to develop another language, for example Rust, we will have to do it this way. So every programming language has its own style. Deal with it, just name it this way, label Walter. And this is actually label Jesse. So we manage to connect our objects to our code. And let's stop here, and in the following lecture we will change the attributes of these objects, not within the main.storyboard but within the coding section in here. And before we forget, let's add a button in here. Let's make it 1 again and search for a button in here. So name it change, and we will define this button as well. So if you control and drag this button in here, you will see that let's name it change button, but don't hit enter. You may see that you can choose either as an outlet or as an action because it's a button. You may want something to happen when user clicks on it. So if you're going to define whatever will happen, you can choose action. Okay, just say connect and it will create a function for us. So whatever we write within this curly brackets in here, it will happen when user clicks on change. So I will just cut it with Command X from here and paste it in the bottom of our coding section. And if you just paid attention, I am doing all the work within this curly brackets under class. Okay, so whatever I do inside of class. So if you are trying to click and drop in here, it won't work. You have to do it within the boundaries of your current class. Okay, so if you manage to go this far, just stop here and follow the instructions on the next lecture.